if you're a hammer, the whole world is a nail, right? So if your majority of your comfort level in dentistry and dental practice ownership is the clinical side of things, because that's what you've done the majority of your career, spent most of the hours doing, not managing the practice or being a business owner or a CEO, but actually the clinical stuff and the training of the clinical stuff. A lot of times people try to produce their way out of a business issue, right? So if you have an overhead issue, one way to decrease overhead, of course, is to increase new patients and increase your clinical suite, do more dentistry of the things that you already know how to do. That is one way to work your way through a problem. But you really, honestly, guys, you can't produce your way out of a true business issue, right? So if you have an infrastructure problem, no matter how hard you produce, you're still pouring water into a leaky bucket. So much easier just to plug the holes in the bucket, figure out what's going on, take the time to do a true analysis. Where is money falling out of the bottom of this thing? And let's figure out how we can stop that trend, and then do the marketing campaign, and then do the advanced implant training, and then, bring on, 2 more dental associates. But if you do that in the wrong order, it's recipe for disaster. It just increasing complexity for no reason. I mean, how many times have we seen a $3 million practice with 80% overhead, and the owner is either taking no money home, injecting money into this every month, versus a $1.5 million practice with 42% overhead, and the doc is making $1 million a year, right? Half the size of the practice and, 5 times the profitability. We see it all the time. And that comes down strictly to like having the right infrastructure and being a more sophisticated business owner. We see it all the time.
Oh, all the time. A lot of times with that doc, like they're so focused with the production, they're not even aware of the things happening around them. So they're just producing. In that scenario, like the 1.5 doctor is getting results out of like 75 or 80% of his efforts because he's controlled all that, versus the doc who's trying to outproduce and is taking 130% of his effort to offset all of the infrastructure issues, overspending,
Inefficiencies.
Yeah, inefficiencies. So yeah, that happens literally every day of my life. I see a version of this.
Yep, some version of that.